This is WGN Midday News.
Coming up next, how free beer can be written off on your taxes.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
Free beer. Okay.
We're going to find out. Tax season's almost over. In today's Your Money Matters, a look at some of the most overlooked tax deductions with our friend Cliff Morgan, founder and CEO of Strategic Wealth, Inc. Let's start with charitable contributions. We always remember the big ones.
Oh, sure.
But there's some little ones that people tend to overlook, right?
Well, as we were discussing a moment ago, I mean, I mentor 15 guys, and I get together with them regularly, and I buy them pizza.
Yeah.
I can write that off. Mileage, I forget that. Parking, I forget. I mean, the list, the amount of times that I go to the Salvation Army and just drop something off there for clothes that are good clothes or good shoes.
You don't remember to pick up the piece of paper, though, where you fill it out?
Sometimes I do, but sometimes I leave it in the car, and then when I'm vacuuming out the car, it's gone.
Yeah. Another one is the earned income tax credit. That helps people in lower middle income brackets, really helps pump up the local economy a lot, but people overlook that.
A lot of people think it's just lower. A lot of the middle class miss it too. It's estimated around 25% of people that could get it don't get it. And it can be anywhere from $500 to $6,000 of a tax credit.
$6,000.
$6,000. Here's the important part though. If you've missed it, you can go back 3 years and you can still get it retroactively. So anybody that's listening, type in earned income tax credit, look it up. There are certain qualifications, but there's a lot of money left on the table that you can get back from that.
And not to belabor the point, but I know the city of Chicago in the past has actually encouraged people to make sure they don't overlook that because it really helps the local economy. It puts money in, keeps it going. What about, you've got something written here about parents who help pay back their student loan interest for their kids.
So many years ago, if you paid for your child's student loans, you couldn't deduct it. But what they've said is if the child's not a dependent of yours anymore, you can write off up to $2,500 worth of student loan interest that you're otherwise paying. That can be hundreds or maybe it could be over $1,000 that you get back if you're already paying it. Claim it properly.
A nice way to provide a gift for your children as well.
Absolutely.
Weight loss? How can a weight loss program help your taxes?
Well, you need to go to your doctor, but if your doctor is willing to say that it's part of a prescription, then you can write it off there. So go to your doctor. If it's for healthier well-being, you can definitely write that off there as well.
Okay, and state sales tax, like state of Illinois sales tax?
State of Illinois, state of Indiana, Wisconsin, many people just take the standard deduction. But if you decided you just went and bought a new car, or you ended up buying a boat, or you had some large expense there, sometimes it's better to itemize your deduction there on that, as opposed to just taking the standard deduction that you would receive. So, I mean, if you have a big purchase, run the numbers on it because you could be leaving money on the table.
All right. This is a big one, child and dependent care tax credit.
Absolutely. I mean, it's up to $5,000.
People miss that.
A lot of people miss it, but the biggest one that they miss is they look at it and say just through their work, they know they can get up to $5,000, but sometimes they're still spending more. There's additional $1,000 write-off that you can get above and beyond what your work's willing to be able to give you there.
Okay, I wanted to budget my time because I wanted to get this one in. Free beer, tax write-off. Tell me about that one.
Well, there's two different parts to it. If you're a business owner, you can use it for advertisement. So it recently went to tax court, and the business owner won. He owned a gas station and he was giving out free stamps before. Instead of giving away free stamps, he ended up giving away 6 packs of beer as a form of advertisement.
Oh, good. Thank you. I'm glad to know it's a 6-pack and he's not drawing off the tap and handing it to them so they get back in their cars and drive off. Right?
You can also use it as a form of advertisement from a real estate perspective, or if you're willing to advertise to the general community for an open house from other business function perspective.
Buy me a beer next time we're together.
I absolutely
write
will,
it
Steve.
off.
Thank you.
Thanks, Cliff.
All right, have a great day.
There are offices in Chicago and Valparaiso. For more information, visit strategicwealthinc.com. We'll be right back.